Hey guys, it's Lena, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to throw a basic 45 toss. I would recommend working on your pop tosses and silk tosses and make sure those are really good because this toss is a little bit more complicated. Anyway, but today I would recommend getting a chair, probably about like to your hip. You definitely don't want it to be super tall. And then of course you'll need your flag. So before we start anything, I'll tell you where to put your hands. You're going to want your right hand to be at the bottom tape with your thumb up. And then your left hand is just going to be at your crutch tip. So once you go back, find your chair. You're going to put your flag it should be at like a seatbelt angle, but instead of it being right here, like it would be for a pop toss, you're going to put it to your side like this. So from the side, it should look a little bit like this. And then finally, the leg of the chair that is closest to you, you want to set your right foot up like next to it, but behind it. And then put your hands, and then you're ready to go. So the most important two things about throwing a 45 toss in the windup is you have to hit two really important checkpoints before you even think about throwing the toss, or else the toss is just going to be crazy in the air. So you're standing here, you're all set up, and you're going to start to lift the flag, and both hands are going to be doing the equal amount of work. You're going to want to hit here with the flag right in front of your eyes. And then the next checkpoint is keeping the flag in the vertical plane, the most up and down plane. Yeah. While bringing it up, your left hand is going to go behind your head, and your right hand is just going to extend upwards. And try to keep it kind of a little bit less of an angle and straight up and down, I think. So from the back, it should look a little bit like so this is going to be your release point. So I would just recommend going through those checkpoints over and over and over again, because that's so important when it comes to any 45 toss you'll ever throw. And the reason why we have our chair here is because, especially when a lot of people start learning 45s, their tendency is they'll completely miss this checkpoint, and they'll cut upwards like this, and then so here, let me step back. They'll cut up like this, and that makes the 45 toss really, really crazy in the air. So if you stand next to your chair and you do that, you can't do that because the chair will stop. So you want to make sure you're hitting both of those checkpoints. Now I just practice that tons and tons and tons until it's like muscle memory. So the next part is actually releasing the toss. So again, you'll get to this point here through your good checkpoint. Your right hand is in charge of the height, so how high the flag's going to be, and the left hand is in charge of the flick, so how fast it will rotate in the air. So you're here, this is going to push up, and the left hand is going to just give it a little flick behind to make it rotate in the air. So all together, a single should look like this. So as you can see, the flag is going to rotate above you and not like in front of you like we have in past. And then you'll catch with your right hand thumbs up at the tab, and your left hand thumbs up at the bottom tape. So just a couple things I would recommend for you guys is, a lot of times when people start throwing 45 tosses, they can be a little scary because unlike a silk toss or a pop toss, they're going to rotate above your head, and I think you're going to hit you in the head. So I would always recommend really trying to make sure you don't push forward. So a lot of people's tendencies is to maybe release kind of like this, and where you never reach that good checkpoint behind your head, because that's when it's going to like start rotating at your face or get like scary and like wonky in the air. So always try to make sure you get it up right on those perfect set of planes, and it'll rotate like right above your head, and then it'll land right to your left at your perfect checkpoint. So I'll do it one more time for you guys. Here, go through all the checkpoints, and I'll land right there. Okay guys, see you at mini camp.